Coolpad was the first brand to launch smartphone under 10,000 rupees, and that too with 3 GB of RAM and fingerprint sensor. This indeed changed the way we look at budget smartphones. Hi, this is Shivam from Gadgetians.com, and today in this video we are gonna review Coolpad Note 3. So let's get started. So let's list out the specifications of the smartphone. This phone has 5.5-inch HD display, 3 GB of RAM, 16 GB of internal storage, a fingerprint sensor, 13 megapixel rear camera, 5 megapixel front facing camera. This device is powered by MediaTek 6753 octa-core chipset, which is clocked at 1.3 GHz each and coupled with Mali T720 GPU. This device has 3000 mAh of battery and weighs at around 170 grams. So now let's talk about the build and design of the smartphone. On the front side, you have 5 megapixel front facing camera, earpiece and couple of sensors. Below that, you get 5.5-inch HD display which is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 3. Below the display there are 3 capacitive touch buttons, but sadly these are not backlight illuminated. On the right side of the smartphone you get power on off switch, at the top you get 3.5mm audio jack, and on the left side you get volume rockers. At the bottom you get micro USB port for data syncing and charging and also primary microphone. At the back side of the smartphone you get 13 megapixel autofocus rear camera with single LED flash, a secondary noise cancelling microphone. Below that you have fingerprint sensor. At the bottom you get Coolpad branding, and below the branding you get speaker grill. Opening the back panel gives you access to the 2 SIM card slots and a micro SD card slot. The battery inside this device is 3000 mAh and it is non-user replaceable. The phone weighs at around 170 grams and is mainly built out of plastic, but you get a nice metallic chrome finish surrounding the display of the smartphone. The polishing of the ring has held really well and there is no wear and tear of the polish during my 1 month of usage. The back panel is made up of smooth plastic and it also has curved grip which feels comfortable in your hands. Though the display on this smartphone is 720p, it can compete with most of the smartphones having Full HD display in this price factor. The display is bright, vivid and has great viewing angles. Colors are accurate and natural. Overall the display quality is really good and I was quite impressed with the display of the smartphone. This phone runs on Android 5.1 and has a custom skin called Cool UI. There is no app drawer here, meaning all the apps will be on home screen. You can change the wallpaper with just a single tap via the toggle called Rock Wallpaper. Also there is a toggle for theme store which is known as Cool Show, and you can change the look and feel of your smartphone there. You can customize the home screen by pressing and holding the menu button. One thing I noticed that you can't select multiple messages to delete. It really is painful to delete messages one by one. Overall the UI is quite smooth and functional. Now moving to the call quality was nice and I was able to hear voice of the other person clearly, and also the other person was able to hear my voice clearly. Now talking about the fingerprint sensor, it is super amazing and blazing fast. The positioning is super convenient and your index finger rests on the phone as soon as you pick up the phone. You can use this fingerprint scanner to unlock phone or launch any assigned app via just a single touch. And believe me, it has an accuracy of about 90% and it works really well. You get this kind of fingerprint sensor on the high-end phones like Galaxy S6, Apple's and many other flagship phones, but you are getting this fingerprint sensor at just 9,000 rupees, which is super amazing. The sound quality via back speaker is really good, loud and crisp, but the sound gets muffled if you put this smartphone on bed. On the internals, this phone is powered by MediaTek 6753 octa-core 64-bit chipset clocked at 1.3 GHz each and coupled with Mali T720 GPU. It has 3 GB of RAM and 16 GB of internal storage, but you can expand your storage via micro SD card up to 64 GB, and it also supports OTG. Providing 3 GB of RAM at such a low price is really great and I appreciate it. On Antutu benchmarks, this phone was able to score over 36,800 and in the real life there was no lag in opening and closing of the apps. But there is a small bug that causes to freeze the screen sometimes. You can just go back to home screen and refresh the device to get back to normal. On the gaming part, this phone was able to handle all the games thrown at it without any issues. I was able to play high-end games like Asphalt 8, Mortal Kombat 5, Mortal Kombat X and FIFA 16 without any frame drops and lags. But when I tried to play Nova 3, there were some frame drops at the end of the first mission where it gets really graphic intensive. There were no heating issues that will make you uncomfortable while playing the games. We got maximum temperature of 42 degrees on this phone after playing games for 30 minutes. Overall, I was satisfied with the gaming performance of this device. The 3000 mAh battery was able to last for a day on a single charge. Note that gaming consumes a lot of battery on the smartphone. On camera side, it has 13 megapixel autofocus rear camera with single LED flash and a 5 megapixel front facing camera. The camera on this phone is either hit or a miss. Outdoor images shot with the back camera were good but not that great. If you shake the camera even a little bit, then the images will come out to be blurry. Low light images have a lot of noise, but if you use flash in low lights, the noise levels were reduced and images were good. 5 megapixel front facing camera takes good selfies in daylight and outdoors. In indoors there was some noise. White balance on this front camera is not accurate and is slightly overexposed, and it produces slightly overexposed images. Overall the camera quality is just okay or average. So, is this device worth your money or not? I would say yes. For a price tag of just rupees 9000, you are getting good battery life, good display, good build quality, a 3 GB of RAM and a fingerprint sensor. The only downside is camera and some software glitches, just like LED light glows for no reason and sometimes screen freezes. So if you like this video, do hit like button, subscribe to Gadgetians for more videos like this, and don't forget to check our website gadgetians.com. This is Sean from gadgetians.com. Take you, and I wish you Happy New Year.